A no commentary version of this run can be found in the pinned comment in the comments section below. This video is intended as a game walkthrough. It is not a speedrun. All strategies in this video were made for efficiency and success rate. Please watch the entire video and listen carefully to the commentary before trying any of these strategies for yourself. Hello everyone, this is a no damage run of Countdown mode on Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Bioterror. The world lives with it. You live with it. Viruses are stolen, re-engineered, misused with tragic results. And who are you supposed to trust? Politicians who sell their souls for a few votes? CEOs who betray consumers for a quick buck? Count on us instead. We're above the politics, always watching, always ready to face the threat head on. We are the unflinching mop that sops up the evils of bioterrorism and chemical warfare. They call us Terra Save. Because tear doesn't have to end with a wrist.
Hey guys.
Redfield.
Oh, hi, Claire.
Hey! Hey, Claire!
Moira. Welcome to the club.
Reporting for duty, Ms. Redfield. When do the hazings start?
Cut it out. We've been friends for how long?
Long enough that I'm allowed to give you shit.
Psst. Claire, could you,
What's up, Neil?
Something's going down in Washington. Did you hear anything?
What, the new virus? Come on. You know Tricella's history, right? Hello?
Hey, that Barry Burton's girl?
Yep. Moira started today. But you've got to be careful if you're going to mention
Her and her dad? Oh yeah, emotional minefield.
Okay. You did your homework. What other horrible invasions of privacy have you gotten there?
Hey, I gotta look out for Terra Save. We have our enemies. Anyway, good luck breaking her in.
She's not a horse. Bye. Uh-oh. What'd he do this time?
Fucking Barry. Every time I ask him anything, he pushes back. I wouldn't even be here if I listened.
Claire Redfield, you're coming with us.
No! There must be some kind of mistake. Why did it open? I didn't do anything. Is that Moira?
Oh my god, Claire!
Moira, are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Claire! Oh, I remember. Hey, take it easy. I mean, what in a
Stop
moist
talking.
barrel of
Let me-
foxes? Oh, Claire, I just want to go home.
It's okay. We're gonna get out of here.
None of this makes any sense. What did we do?
I wish I could tell you.
So Countdown mode is Revelations 2's time attack mode, which requires the player to complete each chapter of the game in under a specific time limit. Your timer is increased by killing enemies or shattering hourglasses. The player is provided with a predefined loadout that is completely separate from the main game. However, any skills on your save file that you spent points on are all usable in Countdown mode, so I have every skill unlocked from the get-go. I'll go over what skills I'm using as I go along with the run.
Did you hear? This could come in handy.
Guess I'm on light duty.
I think we can squeeze under this. Give me a hand, Moira. Go!
Okay.
Careful. Stand back.
Hair Splitter will increase your knife power and movement speed while using the knife. That, coupled with Quick Attack's 30% gain at max level, will allow you to eliminate this first afflicted really quickly.
What the fuck? That was close.
In a no-damage run, the idea is to avoid every possible bit of avoidable damage. This is the only instance of unavoidable damage in the entire game, as it is meant to force the player to use a healing item for tutorial purposes.
Holy shit, it's gonna kill her!
Come on, hurry. Gina.
The anal eyes. Oh, God. I can hear the wind out there. This must be the way out.
Then we need to find a way through.
What kind of whack job would...
Here.
Hold steady. Okay.
Almost got it. No!
Well, that blows.
Revelations 2 is probably my second favorite over-the-shooter Resident Evil game next to RE2 Remake. Basically, I think it's everything that Resident Evil 6 should have been as far as game balance and mechanical detail is concerned.
All right, we made it. Key's over there. The key's gone.
You gonna use that?
It's more reliable than any person.
If you say so.
The key must have shook loose when the body fell. It could be anywhere. It's too dark to see. Shine the light around.
Claire, I see the key.
It's out of reach. Let me try shooting it down.
Before we shoot the key down, we are going to have Moira go back up the ladder and wait for Claire. By getting Moira out of harm's way in advance, it cuts down on the number of possible actions that enemies in this room will take to fuck you over. I find one of the most consistent ways to safely dispose of Afflicted in countdown mode is to shoot them in the legs to trip them over, then have Claire perform a follow-up attack and use Evade Cancel to get Claire ready to do the next thing quicker. Evade Cancel is extremely useful for that. That way we can just murder the shit out of that guy with a follow-up and leave the area with some extra handgun bullets in tow. As long as we beat the other Afflicted to the ladder, they can't knock us off. There's an enemy behind the blinder here, same thing, leg shot, finisher, evade cancel. Then we'll grab these handgun bullets here. The next Afflicted coming around the corner may charge at you and do a leaping attack, or as I like to call it, Mr. President! If he face plants, it's an instant finisher opportunity, and anytime you can kill an enemy in one button press is like Christmas, so always do that. Evade cancel, and get ready for the next one. The third enemy in this cell will sometimes also Mr. President towards you, so get ready to dodge left. The last enemy in the cell aggroes on proximity, so just keep distance and go for the legs.
You need a gun too, Moira.
No, I really don't. Sorry, I don't do firearms. Not after what happened.
Shit, I'm sorry. I forgot. Maybe we can find you something else.
No, I'll just be on flashlight duty or something. It's fine. Nice. Blunt weapon. I can do blunt weapons.
During the dialogue, I pick up all the supplies that Claire can pick up. You cannot have the crowbar pick up until the dialogue has been exhausted.
Claire? You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw something.
Hitting an orange hourglass will reset your timer to 3 minutes. If you have over 3 minutes left on your time limit, the timer will still reset to 3 minutes, so be careful.
What? Who the fuck is quoting poetry?
Are you afraid? You can tell me. Talk to me.
What are you talking about?
Those bracelets change color in response to fear.
And who exactly are you?
So much suffering. You don't even know what to be afraid of yet.
Is she talking to us or at us?
Oh, that looks comfy.
Yeah, let's take one home.
Look at this machine. There's something stuck in it.
After boosting Moira, unlocking this door here will allow Claire to teleport through with us whenever she opens the loading door.
Once we're outside, we can find someone to help us.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This next guy is really dangerous, so we'll use crouch power with the shotgun against him. Crouch power is an ability that, when you crouch, increases your firepower with a gun by up to 30% at max level. We gotta make sure to reload when entering this next room, so that we can use 2 shotgun shells to down these guys that bust out the door. If they're still alive, we'll finish them off with a knife. If any of them have big pink tumors on their heads, destroying the tumor will kill that afflicted immediately. However, by destroying the tumor, up to 3 cysts will be left behind on the ground. When the cysts mature, they will blow up. If these cysts are not removed by shining Moira's flashlight on them, then they will show up in Barry's scenario later and effectively become landmines if you are not careful. Gotta shut off Moira's flashlight so that we can sneak up on these guys and stealth kill all of them. Trying to save ammo for the siege section at the end of the chapter. The path of least resistance. Take this explosive bottle. That'll come in handy later. I'm pushing the dumpster away from the door in advance so that I can run by an iron head later. We need to grab the rusty key here in order to open the door to the trash compactor.
Bugs. Of course there had to be bugs.
The giant whip spiders here will respawn pretty much infinitely, so it comes down to luck to finish this area without getting hit while Claire is in the pit. So we're going to have Moira rush the lever as quickly as possible, then switch back to Claire and GTFO.
What? Are you kidding me?
As long as the AI-controlled player character, or AI PC, is within 30 in-game meters of the player-controlled character which is opening a door, the AI PC will teleport through.
Yeah, that was almost a Claire sandwich.
Oh, does Barry tell everyone that story?
Well, at least we've got power. That should help.
The Iron Head plunging through the ceiling here will not be able to react to us if we just run through the door. This is why I pushed that dumpster in advance. It should be noted that the blade statues during Chapter 1 can kill most enemies in one hit. I ran into a bit of a hang-up in this room. But the idea was to try to knock that guy back there and demonstrate the blade's ability to kill these guys in one shot. But then an Iron Head came around the corner because he got aggroed by the gunshots. Tried to bait him into running into the blade statue, but he got past it. What a trooper. I retreated into the other room to reload and waited for him to move into a position off-screen where I would be able to safely dispatch him. After carefully weighing my options, I decided that using the one explosive bottle in my inventory would be a significantly better application of the little resources I have to be able to hopefully finish the chapter. It gives me one less option for clearing groups of enemies, but I was able to save shotgun shells for when the afflicted horde thins out later in this little siege section here. As soon as we put in the cog, we have to crouch walk both Claire and Moira under the spinning statue here. This way, dumbass enemies just run into the blades and kill themselves. There's going to be 2 Iron Heads coming through here, and we will let the blade statues take care of the Iron Heads. I don't turn on the flamethrower here because if we turn on the flamethrower here, then it will be present in Barry's scenario later and will cause problems for us later. So now that the horde is thinned out, I'm going to have Moira use her crowbar, and I will use the handgun to immobilize these afflicted here and finish them off with the knife. If enemies get too close, we are going to use the shotgun. It would have been really nice to have that extra explosive bottle right about here, but whatever. We got this. And we made it.
Well, fuck that place very much. Where do you think we are?
Said the poor lost soul as she lamented her fate.
Ugh, again with these stupid bracelets.
Who are you? I want answers.
I am the Overseer. Fear requires an audience and a conductor.
Overseer.
You must go to the Vasek, where life begins.
What do you want from us?
Nice. Real nice.
Claire, look! Over there!
A radio tower. Maybe we can send an SOS. See? You can do it. I got you.
Fuck you, Hollywood. That wasn't even close to easy.
Listen, Moira, I'm really sorry. I don't know what I got you mixed up in. Mary'll never forgive me.
This isn't your fault. Also, Barry can kiss my... So?
No, it's dead. You stay here. I'm gonna go check it out. Right. This better work.
Fuck! Is anyone picking this up? My name is Moira Burton. My coworkers and I were taken here against our will. I don't know where. We have these fucked up bracelets, and this crazy woman is talking to us. Some kind of monsters have killed the others. Please, send help! Please! Shit! Oh, one more time. My name is Moira Burton.
Oh, God. What is this place?
I'm here, baby. Please be alive. Now, you stay by the boat, little lady. I mean it. I've got some grown-up stuff to attend to, but I'll come back for you later, okay?
You can't just leave me.
No. No. It's too dangerous for you to come along.
I'm not gonna be any safer here.
Is there a little girl on this planet that will listen to me? All right, stay close. You're with me now. Come on. radio tower. That's gotta be it. What are you doing all alone? Where are your parents?
I don't have any parents. And I don't know why I'm here. I just...
She got you just like she got my baby. You're not scared of me?
No. You're alright.
Watch out!
These giant whip spiders should be summarily disposed of with handgun shots.
So what's your name, sweetie?
Natalia.
Wow, what a pretty name. My name's Barry.
Barry?
That's right, don't wear it out.
I won't.
Whip spiders
Looks like
are
this is the only way through.
generally nuisance enemies. They'll hit you, they'll cause, like, I don't know, a point of damage or something like that, but they're obnoxious.
The monsters.
Monsters?
6 months later, all the afflicted turn into rotten, which are pretty much just generic zombies. Shooting them in the head is quite easy, as they are less mobile. You can either use the assault rifle or the handgun for that.
Must be the infected the brief mentioned.
Over there. Another one.
How do you know?
I can just sort of see them.
Oh, no, you don't, young lady. It's too dangerous.
Why? I'm not scared.
You just let me handle this one.
Rotten can be stealth killed quite easily, so never waste an opportunity to do so. And once again, we can evade cancel out of a backstab. Critical hit with a handgun will down a rotten on countdown mode pretty much instantly.
Can you make it?
Yeah. There's a hole here.
Natalia can use bricks to perform one-use finishers on Rotten. It's handy, but will put her in harm's way, so it has very limited use.
All clear.
You're braver than me.
Because we didn't turn on the flamethrower in Claire's scenario, we have fewer things that we have to do in order to exit the prison.
Control room.
Otherwise, we gotta do a whole song and dance about
There's something on the floor.
turning off the gas to the flamethrower. Assist will show up in this hallway regardless of whether or not you burst it with Claire and Moira in this room. It's just there as a tutorial thing. We'll just have Natalia shut this off so that
I do.
we can leave the area.
You did great.
If Rotten are crawling towards you, then you can just use a follow-up attack or a finisher to get rid of them.
This place is seriously messed up. We're almost to the radio tower. You recognize any of this?
No. Sorry.
It's all right. Almost there. Still with me?
Yeah, I have strong legs. Barry, it's locked. What do I do?
You need to break the lock. See anything? Good work, sweetie. You stick close to me, okay?
Okay.
There's something out there. Shh. Stay back. Where'd it go?
Hey. What's that?
What's wrong?
There's something ahead. I saw something.
Damn it. Stay back there. Well, that's one thing they left out of the brief. This island is completely crazy.
These enemies are called Revenants, which are essentially dead flesh reanimated by the Ouroboros virus from RE5. If you take control of Natalia, you can see where an Ouroboros enemy's weak spot is.
I don't know, honey. Let's keep our eyes peeled in case there's more.
Then you can switch back to Barry and shoot the particular appendage where the Ouroboros core is. Destroying the Ouroboros core will kill the monster. Going through this forest, there's going to be many more Revenants. They can all be stealth killed, or you can sneak around them if you have Barry's flashlight turned off. It is also possible to stealth kill them. As you can see here, if we aggro any mannequins, like Natalia's dumbass did over here, then we switch to Natalia, find the weak spot. In this case, it was in the Revenant's right hand, and shoot the weak spot. Same with this guy over here. It's his right leg. So tap his right leg till the core is revealed. Then just very carefully apply ammunition. And the enemy problem will be cured.
Clearing. Those freaks had some of the same symptoms as Ouroboros.
Robo?
It's a virus some bad people used in Africa a couple of years ago. Question is, how did it get out here?
There's a firebomb bottle here, but we're just going to stock it and run directly for the door. Don't worry about the Revenants aggroing. They won't be able to catch you by the time you go through the door. We can mix an additional firebomb bottle here with the crafting system.
Now we're talking.
Firebomb bottles will destroy most Revenant-type enemies in one bottle, so it's handy to use them against groups, as I'm about to demonstrate.
The radio tower's just ahead.
We can shoot this padlock through this fence over here. Make it easier for us to progress.
Great. We're gonna have to smash through the gate.
So they're about to bust out.
There's more over there.
Break out the beer and nachos.
So as you can see here, any Revenant that is not killed with a firebomb bottle will eventually have its weak point exposed. If any of the destroyed limbs do not expose a weak point, then shoot the remaining limbs until the core is exposed. It's generally one or two bullets to like one of the limbs is going to be enough to expose the core. It's a way to do it without Natalia. So all the Ouroboros enemies in Revelations 2 Countdown mode have the same weak spot locations every time, and if you memorize where their weak spots are between attempts, you'll be able to premeditate aim quite easily and dispatch of Revenants very effectively. Like with this guy over here, his weak spot's always in his head. So use the assault rifle to expose the core in the head. Then we're going to finish it with the Colt Python. We can feel free to use the Colt Python quite liberally here because Barry is going to get more ammo in Barry Chapter 2. Because like I said, the loadouts are pre-configured for every chapter in Countdown mode.
Who's the master of You all right?
Fine.
And that's Barry Chapter 1.
Well, that was a really long way around. That's her. That's my baby.
Any luck in there, Mara? No! Piece of shit must be busted. Alright, then let's head over to the Bostic. Fucking technology.
You can say that again. This was logged 6 months ago. Jesus, Moira.
Your daughter's name is Moira?
Yeah. Why? Hey, kid. You okay?
Moira. She's dead.
What?
It says ass.
them! Just like Keith, you man! Fun shit! Go on without me! We'll regroup later! You heard him, Gabe! Go! You stay the hell alive, Fisher! Yo, Fernandez. Check it.
Is this the place? The Boston? Whatever?
Yeah. Where life begins. At Thompson's?
Yeah. I'll be examining this. Oh, balls! Gabe!
Gabe?
Redfield. You're alive.
All right, get up.
Oh, God. You owe me a pair of underpants.
Come on in.
Newbie's okay, too.
Oh, I knew it was you guys. Any requests?
We woke up in the middle of the woods. How about you?
Some kind of rundown prison. Gabe. Gina's dead.
Shit. Thompson's gone too.
Yeah, but I remember to take his bracelet. Eddie would want me to find out how it ticks.
You chopped off his fucking hand?
Sometimes you have to make the hard choice. Come on, let's see what's in this building.
So we'll start off Claire Chapter 2 with picking up fucking everything. I do it with Moira, so I don't have to worry about clearing Claire's inventory for more pickups later.
The Overseer. What do you want?
I need to throw you at the wall and see who sticks and who doesn't. The wall, in this case, is a special virus that I injected into each of you.
What? You what?
We will all die. There's no question of that. But one of you still has a chance of dying well.
I'm no lab rat. She can stick it right up her all-seeing ass.
But if we've been infected with something...
That bitch stuck a needle in me?
Just put it out of your head. Redfield, walk with me. Come on. I gotta show you something over here.
Claire 2 is by and far the hardest chapter in countdown mode, so we want to pick up every decoy bottle and every explosive bottle that we can. The random gem drops can sometimes be more ammo or more components for IEDs,
Man,
so...
I hope Fisher's okay.
Neil? Neil was with you?
Yeah. I got split up on the way here.
It does pay to check as many crates or flashlight shines as we can, consequently.
Wait.
Okay.
It should be noted that sometimes whenever you run at full speed
Roger.
towards a door, it'll just automatically open.
Once I repair it, there's not enough voltage. New battery. Fuel.
Oh, and we're gonna find exactly what we need in this shit dump.
From my experience, yes. Help me look. Claire? I we're not alone out here.
I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. This will allow you to keep Moira 100% safe in this area, and here's how it works. We're going to have Claire hoist Moira up the ladder, and then we're going to have Moira go pick up everything in this house. Claire will wait by the ladder. Moira will unlock the door leading outside, but will not open the door.
Here's a battery.
The iron head that spawns in this house will not leave the house as long as the door is closed, because I'm pretty sure that Afflicted and Revenant cannot open doors. That being said, as long as Moira doesn't open the door, but she unlocks the door, the iron head will stay in the house and never leave, and we can just have Claire warp Moira back up the ladder and just have Moira chill there until it's time to leave, rendering her completely invulnerable. If you fuck it up and open the door, then you gotta kill the iron head. Bright side, it'll be permanently aggroed to Moira anyway, so it'll be easy to kill.
Pedro.
Don't scare me like that, Claire. Look, check out what I found. If you see any weak walls, then I could drill through.
Next, we're gonna run to Pedro, and while Pedro is drilling, we're gonna kill this enemy here and examine this red concrete wall over here with the red X.
Only one way to find out.
We have to trigger that dialogue in order to bring Pedro over to it. And now we got the MP AB50.
We could use that drill of yours right now, if you don't mind doing a little demolishing.
No problema. Just point me in the right direction.
While Pedro is running to the red X, let's shoot this hourglass over here, since we have to wait for his ass anyway. And while we're waiting for the wave of enemies here, while Pedro starts drilling, we're going to have Claire craft everything she can and take everything from Moira.
Okay, stand back.
There are 3 quick waves of enemies. One of these first 2 Afflicted has a tumor we can shoot, and we don't have to worry about Barry running into it later. The second wave is going to be an Iron Head and an Afflicted. If we're lucky, the Afflicted will be in a movement pattern that allows us to score headshots on it before it leaves the roof. Like this. As soon as the Iron Head jumps off, I switch my reticule over to a laser so that I can perform a rear headshot on this Iron Head with the shotgun and then follow it up with a finisher. As you can see, then I shift my reticule back to the crosshair. Crosshair tends to make shooting at enemies long range a little bit easier in this chapter, which is why I roll with regular crosshair throughout this chapter, although I tend to prefer laser a little bit more, I think. But after the Iron Head is down, there's 2, possibly 3 Afflicted to kill. It should be worth noting that having 3 herbs in your inventory will cause random drops to spawn more ammunition. It didn't really spawn any more ammunition for those barrels, though. Static shotgun ammo there. There's a dude hidden to the left, so we're going to trip him up with leg shots if we don't outright kill him. And then once we get the fuel tank, we'll call Moira and head back to Gabe.
Let's bring it back to Gabe.
On the way over to the gate, we gotta wait for Moira, be slow, because if we go too fast, sometimes there's gonna be an enemy to the left of the gate.
I managed to trace the bracelet's transmissions. They're coming from the north, someplace high up if I had to guess.
That should be everything you need.
Good work, Redfield. Not that I'm surprised. Now it's my turn to work some magic. Greasy, chopper repairing, voodoo magic. Huh?
You have got to be kidding me.
It's the Overseer. She's luring those things right toward us.
What do we do?
On the way back to the bar, we can take a wide angle to get around the Afflicted.
It's coming from the bar. Please get that thing fixed.
Here's one of the major choke points of the chapter. The siege section has 3 phases. Phase 1 is a sort of tower defense.
Calm down, Pedro.
We'll let Moira blind enemies in this phase to buy us some time to shoot them so that they don't break through the windows too quickly. We want to be able to have these window barricades up as long as possible.
I don't know what to do!
Step 1, fucking chill out.
We'll go for headshots. Sometimes you roll a crit and kill them in 1 shot.
Get away from me! Get fucking... Ah! Madre de Dios! Help me!
When Pedro moves towards the door,
Chase them away?
we'll take Moira upstairs and have her wait.
Hold on!
Pedro is about to be indisposed, and we will have to fight the remaining enemies in Phase 2 on our own. For Phase 2, we're going to go all out and do headshots, but use the shotgun for knockdown if any afflicted get too close. I got a lot of shotgun shells from lucky drops, so I was able to hold out on the stairs with the shotgun while sniping with the handgun. Mr. President!
Pedro?
See how his bracelet changes to the color of fear.
There! I've got you!
It means he's not the one.
Phase 3 is an absolute bastard and a half.
But not this one.
First, we'll send Moira upstairs and have her wait, then aggro Pedro to Claire. The goal is to lure Pedro around this table until more afflicted burst through the door.
Run, Moira! Run!
Next, we're going to run back to the ladder and boost Moira up, then switch back to Claire and issue a wait command in that order. If we issue the wait command, then switch to Claire, then Moira will not stay up the ladder and will follow Claire, thus putting her directly in harm's way. So now our goal is to lure every enemy on the map away from Moira and the Vasek by going to the beach. The reason for this is because after about 1 minute or so, Neil will come to lower the ladder, and the area needs to be clear of enemies before we can safely move both Claire and Moira up the ladder. So we're just going to lure them all to the beach and start thinning out the horde. This dumb motherfucker here is showing us his war dance. When he does his war dance, or as I like to call it, the dance of his people, they are completely vulnerable for no reason, and we can just take them out of the equation immediately. Not unlike the dude in Indiana Jones that is waving a sword in Indy's face that proceeds to get shot to death when Indy pulls out a gun. Neil's taking an extra long time to throw out the ladder, and I have no fucking idea where Pedro is, so now I'm in a holding pattern and making myself look like a fucking idiot for not knowing what the trigger is. So we're just going to shoot these dudes. Seems legit. Now that Neil has thrown down the ladder, we have to look for Pedro and make sure it'll be safe to call Moira. As I've already thinned out the enemy horde and I have no clue where the other enemies are about to be, the next best thing to do is to call Moira and toss a decoy bottle while they climb up the ladder. All the while, we have to hope and pray that Pedro doesn't fuck us over while climbing. I switched to Moira while she was climbing because holding the dash button would make her climb up the ladder faster. We have to get both Claire and Moira over to the gate with Neil and prompt Neil to open the gate.
I'll go around the back and open the door. Hang tight.
While Neil is opening the gate, the best thing to do is move Moira behind Claire and switch to Claire so that we can defend the area until we can just walk into the cutscene trigger.
Will it hold?
I hope so.
Wait, Neil. What about Gabe?
Ready? Lift! Go! You too!
Hurry! You know, I'm glad you're okay. Gabe said you guys got split up.
Yeah, but I run fast. Gym membership. So, what was that monster back there?
It was Pedro. The Overseer gave us all some kind of viral injection. The virus triggered in Pedro when he got too scared.
I think I've heard of that. A virus that responds to fear. Jesus. We're supposed to be protecting people from viruses, not catching them.
Irony sure is a dick.
Roger. I don't think you actually met Neil. He's our boss.
Neil Fisher. You're Barry Burton's girl, right? Your dad's in the BSAA?
Do me a favor, and don't put Barry and me in the same sentence, sir.
After this dialogue, I have Moira wait by the door and send Claire to go shoot out the orange hourglass to get our timer back to 3 minutes. The reason I wait to shoot the hourglass is because I want to maximize the time gain from the hourglass. Otherwise, the walking-talking scene would just eat time from that 3 minutes.
Pedro said the signal came from high up. That's gotta be it.
That tower thing.
The Overseer might be inside. I say we go find out.
Bad idea. We should wait for dawn.
By dawn, we might all end up like Pedro. The clock's ticking, Neil.
There's 4 Orthruses that we can kill before Moira goes to break down the door. For these first 2 Orthruses, we're going to go slow and tag them one at a time. In the event that an Orthrus gets too close, we can throw a decoy bottle. When Moira starts to open the gate, the door, there's 2 more Orthruses that will show up here. This section was the second most likely to end a no-damage attempt.
Uh-oh. They're back.
Hurry up!
Neil! Come on!
I promise I'll catch up. Just get to that tower.
Come on, you freaks! Catch me if you can!
I like to snag this alcohol bottle here on the off chance that I get an extra bottle, empty bottle. We're going to run downstairs and rush the shutter immediately. and ignore all these guys. There's no reason to bother with them. As soon as we're past the shutter, we're going to have Moira wait.
They're here. Be careful.
And then what I do is I shoot the sleeping Orthrus and then aggro the 2 iron heads. One decoy bottle, one well-placed decoy bottle will kill both of them, but for some reason, this one decoy bottle here exploded immediately, which was really unfortunate. So I kind of wasted a decoy bottle here. Lastly, we will bust the tumor on this afflicted, and then have Moira burn the cysts on the ground with her flashlight. And now we are safe to move along. Another free empty bottle there.
It's that girl! Yeah, we saw her in the prison.
She has a bracelet. Where's Claire anyway?
Follow me!
She's part of the experiment? If the Overseer is trying to scare little kids too, then that is seriously messed up.
Man, Claire sure is taking a while.
Wait.
Okay.
We're going to have Moira wait by this gate first. Then we're going to have Claire go downstairs and bait this sploder over here into sploding. Then we're going to lure the Ironhead over to the operating table. And then rush the stairs. A tumor afflicted will come around the corner, and the idea is to stun him, knock him down, kill him, whatever, so that we can rush the lever afterwards. Once we hit the lever, we switch to Moira, and then push the crate to block the electric gate here.
Follow me! On my way!
Then we call Claire and warp her through the door. Man, this was stupid close. But I had to see if I'd get an extra empty bottle from the crate. It was just handgun bullets. Still kind of worth it, I guess. Next, we're going to have Moira wait in this room.
Oh, where'd she run off to?
Then we're going to call this elevator and... say hello to my little friend!
Follow me.
Maybe later?
We also got to mix up every single bottle we can and prepare Claire for the sub-boss fight coming up.
Hey, wait!
Wait! It's okay. Don't be scared. What's your name? Where are you from? Did that lady put you here? Where are you?
Whoa, down, Claire. Let me talk to her. You must be so scared. I know I am. My name's Moira. See? We're like sisters. Everything's okay now. What's your friend's name?
Lottie.
You're both so brave. You're pretty good with kids.
Come on.
Okay. So you managed to stay away from the monsters all by yourself?
You're a brave girl, but this will all be over soon.
Listen, there's a bad lady in the tower out there. Once we take her out, we can all leave the island together.
Normally I'd have...
Did you hear that?
Yeah, another one of those walking shit stains.
Normally I'd have an extra decoy bottle to throw here before the cutscene, but I didn't, so I didn't want to take the risk of letting the cutscene play and getting destroyed, as the enemies will not pause during a cutscene, so I had no choice but to skip it here so that I could take these guys out. I went nice and slow taking out the Afflicted and the Iron Head here before triggering the appearance of the Vulcan Blubber. I didn't want to lose any explosive bottles or firebomb bottles. Well, okay, maybe just one. Maybe just one. That one was extra anyway.
Wait! Okay!
This guy is relentless as far as like tracking you is concerned, so you pretty much have to dodge. I was lucky to get him into a situation where I could just kick him. So next, we're going to equip the exploding bottle, and we're going to spam every single grenade bottle that we have against Vulcan Blubber. Because Vulcan Blubber charged, a couple of our bottles missed. So now we're going to finish him off with whatever ammo we have left in our clips. After Vulcan Blubber is down, we'll mop up the rest of the Afflicted and the Sploders in the arena. Just one at a time, nice and easy. No Moira, so we don't gotta worry about Moira getting hit. And that concludes Claire Chapter 2.
I think we're clear.
Let's go get the girl.
Follow me!
Yeah, it's safe now. Can you find your way over?
It's open.
Wow, what service? That's a really cute bear. Is he your friend?
Lottie's a sheep. A nice man gave her to me.
What nice man?
The Terra Saver guy. He saved me when I was little.
I wonder if anyone from TerraSave didn't get caught.
Oh yeah! Hell yeah! Oversee this, bitch! We are off this motherfucking island!
Oh, my dear little Gregor.
Come on,
That's
come on.
cheating.
Damn it! God damn it, come on! Shit. No. No! No!
Claire? We lost the girl.
He says ass.
Moira was trying to get to that tower when I was with her.
Listen, honey. I need you to take me there. Can you do that? Moira. No, I don't believe it. There's no way she's...
Most of Barry Chapter 2 is going to be slow and deliberate stealth kills.
So, did Moira drive you crazy?
No, Moira was nice.
She does have a good heart. I bet she saw a little of Polly in you. That's her sister. Where'd you get that bracelet?
I don't know. A woman used it to talk to us. I think. I'm not really sure anymore.
A woman? The Overseer? I read that...
Harry, look.
Edward Thompson. He was with TerraSave. Damn it. This is why I told her not to get involved.
You can see the first Revenant spawn beyond the wall here. When the camera locks onto it, crouch walk immediately.
There's some over there.
Find some cover. I'll pick them off before they spot us.
If you move any faster, the Revenant will hear you. Then you'll have to take it out the old-fashioned way. For the next two Revenants, we're
Just
going to
stay
have
there.
Okay.
Natalia stay over here. Then we're going to move over to the new Revenant variant we see over here, which is called a Splasher. We want to go after the Splasher first, because his patrol route is in a line, so he will turn around quicker if we don't deal with him first. Afterwards, we're going to backstab the other Revenant, which is going to patrol the entire perimeter of the shack here.
This place is crawling with them. Be careful.
Now I'm going to grab a smokescreen bottle here and infiltrate this area to go pick up the gate key. First we have to go in between these two houses over here to check the positions of all the Revenants here. We can hide in the bushes here and wait for the first two enemies to show us their backs. Went after that guy first. The second guy saw me, so he deviated from his patrol to go investigate. Had to go this way before his buddy caught me and I would have had to fight them both. Just gotta be nice and slow. Take them out one at a time. There's 3 total in the area here. After number 3 is down, we can pop open this box, see if there's anything useful, and then take this crate and move over to that half a ladder at the back of this house. Next, we're going to drop down here and grab the back gate key and the sniper rifle.
Come with me!
Coming!
Then we'll switch over to Natalia and have Natalia call Barry. Go through the gate. And then wait at the ledge.
Is that where you met Moira? Over there?
Yeah, near the big tower. Hurry back, Barry.
So here we've made it back to the area that Claire and Moira were running around during Claire Chapter 2.
What? Where?
Right there. Don't you see it?
We'll have Natalia go through this hole over here. There's some items to be able to make some improvised explosive devices here.
Follow me.
Right.
My vision's getting kinda...
Barry, there's something right there.
I don't know what you're seeing, but point me at it.
For the glasps, we'll have Natalia point out their locations and have Barry shoot them with the Colt Python.
Monsters. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
If Natalia is not doing her job, calling out their locations, then we gotta toss a smoke bomb and suss them out ourselves.
Somebody really trashed this place. What the hell happened?
There's a few more items to pick up in the Vasek as well. Not really a whole lot of time to go around and try to look for any other items, though. It's kind of not worth it. For this last clasp over here.
It's getting closer.
Natalia actually did her job this time. Great job, Natalia.
I came this way once.
Moira might have been here too. Just stay there.
We'll have Natalia wait. And then we'll have Barry go ahead to deal with the Orthruses in the tunnels here, of which there are 3. And similarly to what we did in Claire Chapter 1 with the other orange hourglass, sorry, Claire Chapter 2, my bad.
I can't just leave.
Stay there! Gotcha!
The idea is to
Come with me!
Coming!
destroy the orange hourglass as the last thing that we do before we leave the room, but Natalia threw her brick for some reason. I tried to have a brick for the express purpose of having Natalia break that orange hourglass, but so much for that. So we gotta lose about like 10 seconds off of this hourglass, which is fine and dandy. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Follow me! Here comes the rain. Are you gonna be warm enough?
I'll be alright.
So where are your mom and dad?
They died. In Terra Grigia.
You were there when the city went down? I'm sorry. None of this could have been easy. You're a tough girl.
Thanks.
It's on people like me to protect people like you from bioterrorists. We shouldn't have let you down. So where'd you go?
Terra Safe put me in a home. A facility.
I'm sorry, Natalia. I won't ask any more questions.
There's another bottle and more smoke powder here as well.
What's wrong?
Oh, I've been waiting for you.
Nothing. Can we go?
Just stay there.
Okay.
Gotta crouch walk over to this Revenant over here, just nice and easy. And then we backstab and then we run. Because there's gonna be another one that'll pop up to our left and we won't even have to fight him. After that, we'll go downstairs and
Be careful.
Just stay there.
Okay.
grab the gunpowder, then have Natalia wait while we backstab the Revenant patrolling this next room over here. There's 2 more Revenants outside, and I messed up trying not to aggro this one. So I was forced to use a firebomb to kill him. I just didn't want to risk getting grabbed. Next up, we're just going to crouch walk over here. Wait for him to turn his back. And then we will open this door, but not proceed any further. We're going to equip the sniper rifle and pop off 2 shots to kill this new Ouroboros variant called a Slinger. Slingers are really easy to kill as long as you don't miss. After we kill the Slinger and Natalia is next to us, we'll rush the shutter. So that we don't get hit by the snot. From the splasher. Hit that hourglass, there's another empty bottle. And once we get to the end of the bus over here, what I like to do is I like to aggro the Revenants one at a time. This first one is active. The Slinger at the top of the stairs around the corner is not going to know we're here yet. I used Natalia to find the weak spot was his left leg. Next, I equipped the Magnum. The Slinger did not aggro us yet. So I decided to just snipe him with the Colt Python. Whatever. We don't really need the Colt Python for the rest of the chapter. And then guy number 3 is right there, and his weak spot is on his head. Just burst fire that general area and be nice and deliberate. So we push that crate
Go on ahead.
as more or last chapter, which is the way to go anyway, so we're just going to climb and run. There's nothing worthwhile in that whole building. Eventually I'm going to have to do like a collectibles videos just to like show where everything is. There's probably some collectibles in there for all I remember.
This is where I met Moira.
Good. Let's pick up the pace.
Who's there?
Keep it down.
So it's possible to kill Pedro in Claire Chapter 2 and be able to get the drill at the Vossic in Barry Chapter 2, but if we don't kill Pedro as Claire, we have to kill a Glasp up these stairs over here, then go to fight him in order to get the drill. Fortunately, Pedro is a lot easier to beat in Barry Chapter 2. Because the difference is, instead of just straight up DPS,
Wait. Well, that's one hell of a parking job.
instead of DPS, we just have to straight up take out the eyes, one eye at a time. And Natalia is going to help us determine the correct order. So Pedro just turns into like a puzzle boss. It's a pretty fun fight though, all things considered.
Just stay there.
Okay.
I don't think exploding bottles actually even do their job here.
Natalia, get back! So this is what happens to him.
I think smokescreen bottles will do the bare minimum to allow you to get behind Pedro and be able to test his weak spots. So yeah, like I said before, Natalia would normally show you which eyes to shoot first, but I deemed it a lot riskier to just bring Natalia into the fight, because if we do, then we have to micromanage 2 characters instead of being able to just fight Pedro with 1 character. So it's easier to deal with, actually. Instead, we just got to test which order to hit which eyes, and we can tell which eye is the correct eye based on which eye makes a bigger splash, and that was it. They usually take 1 to 2 bullets to kill after that, so just trying to test the eyes with like 1, 2 bullets. It makes a different hit sound. It makes a different splash color. There's a lot more gore coming out of the eye. Obviously, this is a very suboptimal way to beat Pedro, but significantly less risk, all things considered. Now there's just 2 eyes left. It's just both of the eyes on the shoulders. It's not that eye, but the other eye. So we gotta wait for him to turn around. It's actually a lot tougher to hit. He's having a bit of a time trying to hit that one, but there it goes. Now he's done. And Barry Chapter 2 is effectively complete, so all we have to do is grab the drill and exit. Boo. Old Barry and his fucking dad jokes.
Me and Moira got separated here. The nice guy came and got me.
Nice guy?
The one from Parasave who rescued me. I wonder if Moira made it to the tower.
She made it. Come on. Let's see what we can find.
This place has changed.
Yeah. Pretty creepy, huh? Wesker.
She's so scary. I can't stand her.
Who? The woman here with Wesker?
That is Wesker. Alex Wesker.
Two Weskers? You gotta be shitting me.
So you finally came. I knew you would.
Claire, any luck?
No. No sign of her. What could have happened? Moira, look. Someone left a message. It says, head for the factory.
And on a scale of bullshit to believable,
Neil wrote this. It's legit.
I can't believe we lost the girl. I didn't even ask for her name.
She might have just taken cover. We can look for her as we go.
So, Claire? Why would the boss come here?
I don't know. Neil just does things sometimes.
What?
There's some static shotgun shells in this box here. Sometimes this chapter bugs and I might get an extra handgun or submachine gun. I have no idea why this is, but obviously this is abnormal, so I don't pick them up. Just wanted to show where they were.
Welcome to the Kierling, where all things come to an end.
It's her again. It's like she's got eyes everywhere.
Something's not right about this. Be careful.
This is Neil's.
Behold Prometheus, who was bound to a rock for stealing divine power.
That's nice. Where's Neil?
If you want to see him again, you'll have to brave the scaffold of the gods.
We've got to hurry. Neil needs me.
He needs you?
Let's...
When I get into the factory here, I wait until this announcement is over and examine the retinal scanner so Claire clears a piece of requisite dialogue.
A retinal scanner? In a factory? God damn this!
It's not gonna let us through. Which means... of course this factory had to be a fucked up factory. Claire? Look at the ceiling.
That dialogue needed to play before we could use the artificial eye to get into the room with the liver replica. If we do not, then we'd be stuck listening to Claire complaining and we'd be forced to dodge a lot of enemies later while that dialogue plays. So examine the retinal scanner and get that dialogue out of the way before the enemies spawn after grabbing the processing plant key. Once we have the processing plant key, we're going downstairs. Once we open the first door, we'll pick up the bottle on the left before running past the two afflicted here.
Wait.
Stay there.
Roger.
Oh shit. I really don't think we should go any further.
Right. No sudden moves. Let's back up.
Tell Claire to wait and have Moira navigate the trap. After Moira grabs the glass eye, we can shoot these guys from safely behind the door. Afterwards, we exit and we just go back up the stairs where we came.
Could be useful. This might work back at that retinal scanner.
I don't know why that makes sense, but somehow it does.
Once we swap the glass eye for the artificial eye, we're going to run down the stairs and back to the entrance. I enter and exit through this door to reset aggro of any enemies in the room. What I like to do here is leave Moira down by this door, because then she's directly under the room I need to get the liver replica from. I can then have Claire pick up everything, and then have Moira warp back through the door. Shooting this fire extinguisher will de-aggro most of the enemies on the second floor.
Moira, look. Inside that corpse. Is that what I...
What's this supposed to be? Looks like some kind of body part.
There's a map here, too.
Here's where the waterways under the factory connect to the tower. So that asshole statue is blocking the way in.
You know, The gods punished Prometheus by sending an eagle to eat his liver.
So, now I know what this is supposed to be.
Neil, where are you?
Neil? What about the girl? It smells like house.
They must have kept animals in here.
As per usual, shoot the orange hourglass right before leaving the room. In this first room, we're just going to hair splitter this tumor afflicted over here. It doesn't matter if his tumor bursts or not, because the idea is to just get him out of the way. We're not going to go back through this particular spot of this room anyway. Once we get into this slaughterhouse room coming up, we need to pick up a couple of boxes of shotgun shells from these destructible
It's a butchery
crates.
for killing livestock.
How many frickin' filet mignons do you have to make to produce this kind of blood?
Shh, something's coming.
Wait! Okay, stay there! Roger!
For the Vulcan blubber here, we're going to have Claire wait in the blood pool, and the Vulcan blubber should aggro to Claire while we have Moira go open this door. While Moira is opening the door, we might have to occasionally pop the Vulcan blubber a couple of times to draw his aggro. After Moira tears off the second bar, we can just teleport us through. At this position, Claire should be less than 30 meters away from Moira. Sometimes Moira will stop opening the door, and we have to switch back to her. I'm not sure what causes this, but probably whenever an enemy just like aggroes to her or something.
Wait.
Okay.
For the trap room, we're going to leave Moira outside next to the lever and have Claire go pick up the key. Once the trap starts spinning, we're going to crouch under this and have Moira go and open this gate.
Follow me.
Yeah, right.
We would have had to do an annoying co-op puzzle if Moira came in with us when we grabbed that key. Next, we're going to sprint all the way to the meat processing room. We gotta get some gunpowder on the way to make some more explosive bottles. The mechanics for this room are as follows. Moira will hold the switch while Claire shoots meat into the grinder.
I see something in the tank.
You have to add more blood? Man, that lady is sick.
The meat must be hanging in between the yellow and black caution marks for the meat to land in the grinder when we shoot it. After 3 meats land in the grinder, 2 afflicted will come into the room via air vents, so it is important to pick up all the ammo in the boxes before Moira pulls the lever. When they come through the vents, we switch to the shotgun immediately and shoot them in the head. Oh, I missed that meat. So 4 meats must land in the grinder in order to get the other liver replica. After we shoot the final meat, we have to go get the liver replica really fast, or else the afflicted corpses will transform into sploders and cause problems for us. On the way out, a sploder will pop out of the vent, but we can just dodge backwards and have it blow up. Then we can run, take the liver replica, and leave. In the next room, I craft as many firebomb bottles and explosive bottles as I can. I run past this Vulcan blubber here and toss an explosive bottle to kill the enemies. Then I move towards the fire extinguisher in the corner and shoot it. That way the iron head that will drop out of the vent will de-aggro. I needed a little bit of space to dodge backwards so that the sploder would kill itself, and if the iron head was chasing us, it wouldn't have given us room to do that. The next iron head can be knocked out of the way with another explosive bottle. We don't need to kill it, we just need to get it out of the way so that we can run. This last guy over here is easily dodgeable if we just tackle through him.
Okay, this should do it.
Get back.
Fucking statue! And we all had a blast. Come on.
Before the scaffold of the gods, we're going to replace the handgun MPM with the handgun P10. And as usual, on the way out of the room, we're going to shoot the orange hourglass to maximize our time gain that we would get from shooting orange hourglasses.
Сегодняшний рабочий день закончен. Отдыхайте, но не расслабляйтесь. Завтра ожидает труд.
Go! Okay.
I'm done with you. You're being removed from the experiment.
Screw the experiment! What did you do with Neil?
The god's scaffold has served its purpose. Now Promethean fire will devour everything.
I knew this was a trap! Claire, run!
This section is really easy. Basically, we just switch characters and have them turn off valves. When we switch back to Claire, we have to shoot an iron head. That'll be after we turn this valve over here. So we climb up this ladder. The valve is on the left. And that iron head will wake up when Moira is in proximity, but we can just shoot him once or twice. He'll be dead. Then we get rid of these other two enemies here. Moira just needs to turn one more valve. In order to get up that, we gotta move this mesh crate. When we switch back to Claire, look above and behind the faces on the walls for golden gears. Whichever face does not have golden gears behind it is the one that is safe to turn. The others will kill you. If you're not comfortable with this trick, then just go behind them and have Moira open the one that isn't rigged to kill.
Was it good for you too? Come on, let's just get out of here.
Claire, this is it. The waterway that goes to the tower.
Overseer's been watching us every step of the way. But if she thinks we died in that explosion...
Gain the element of surprise.
We're so close, Moira. I can feel it.
Neil and the girl weren't in the factory.
No.
Ow!
Who are you? What do you want?
Put it down!
Fuck me. Is he with TerraSave?
I not know this thing you are speaking.
No bracelet. Why don't you have a bracelet?
Do I look like a woman to you?
Holy shit, old man. You don't know what's going on? You've got to get out of here before it's too late.
Never. I stay my home. Now go away. You people come to our beautiful island and take everything away. Whatever bad things happening now, do not have to be helped. Go and die your own place.
Stupid dinosaur. I'm so sick of men like you.
You mean men like Barry.
You say, hey, extra left, and he goes right, just so he can feel like he knows that.
Yeah. My big brother was like that growing up, too.
I fuck up that one time and... I didn't need his help to feel bad.
Next, we're going to hoist Moira up and have her drop down the mesh crate for Claire, and then have Moira wait.
Wait.
Okay.
Next, we're going to aggro the Vulcan blubber on the stairs and climb up the crate that Moira just dropped. In doing so, we will have a safe place to be able to shoot all the enemies in the head and clear them out before Moira opens the door.
Could use your help.
There's a very high chance that Vulcan blubber will continuously fall into the water if it tries to climb, and also sometimes kill his friends if they're camping the ledge on the right side of the mesh catwalk. None of them can climb up to meet us, so we're safe just cheesing the Vulcan blubber with the submachine gun. Yeah, you can see Vulcan blubber just burnt one of his buddies up. Just using crouching power, get that extra 30% boost to shoot these guys. I'm actually not sure what causes Vulcan blubber to actually, like, knock back into the water. He didn't, like, fall into the water this time. It might be that you have to have the crate closer to the ledge. I'm not sure, but he actually has, like, a dedicated animation where he, like, falls backwards into the water. It might just complete if he doesn't have any room to move around. Excuse me. Shotgun headshot for this guy. And then we're going to shoot out the 3 cysts over here with the handgun. As more afflicted come out of the water, we're going to eliminate them one by one with shotgun headshots. Well, we missed that one, so we're just going to follow up, and yeah. But we got to be careful to make sure that Moira is close behind, because they will come back as sploders. So we got to get rid of them as quickly as possible.
Follow me.
Yeah, right.
Gonna have Moira take point for this one next. Moira should blind this Iron Head so that we can kick it and then do a follow-up to get rid of most of its HP. Then we can get behind. Finish it off with shotgun blasts.
Follow me! Yeah, right.
Sometimes there might be something besides jewels in that chest there, but there's generally jewels in there. cheeky little handgun snipe to get 60 extra seconds. This next room has a pretty interesting cheese. We're going to have Moira just chill out next to where we pick up this alcohol bottle.
Wait.
Okay.
Next, we're going to aggro the afflicted in the water here by running across the pipe. And afterwards, we can run back up these stairs and shoot them one by one with the shotgun. None of these guys will come back as splitters. Man, for some reason I got the plus 10 seconds after killing that guy. What happened? Did he just, like, come back? Can't figure out what happened there. Yeah, that's right. Show me the dance of your people. We're still going to leave Moira there. If she follows us, it will fuck everything up. Next, we're going to shoot these cysts. Get them out of the way. And then we will shoot the box down there, check it, see if it's got any ammo. It's got a jewel, so not useful. Still kick down the ladder just in case. We need a backup strat. And after we pick up this alcohol over here, we're going to shoot the cyst so that the sploder dropping out of the pipe over here dies. After that, we can just ignore the one afflicted in Ironhead and go directly to the shutter up this ladder. Because Moira is less than 30 meters off screen, she's like literally on the other side of this wall on this camera view, she'll just teleport right through with us. That room was a fucking pain in the ass, and I don't recommend doing it with Moira following you. See how much less bullshit it was? So at this point, we should have gotten a metric shit ton of explosive bottles and firebomb bottles. The firebomb bottles are going to be the most important for the upcoming boss fight.
We must have reached the tower by now, right?
I think so. What's this?
Looks like a grave.
I think the tower is just above us.
I hope we can still get the drop on her.
Let's look for a way up.
I don't think doing this puzzle for the extra submachine gun is particularly worth it. By the way, don't shoot any of the hourglasses in this warehouse area, or you'll fuck up and lose time that you would need to be able to clear the upcoming boss fight. Those orange timers are for shooting in the middle of the boss fight.
Still no sign of your boyfriend.
He's not my boyfriend.
All right. Shit. Look, there's something I gotta tell you. I noticed something when Neil was with us. His bracelet never changed color. I mean, the living dead were coming at us from all directions. He must have been scared.
No. No. There's no way. Got it? End of discussion.
The orange hourglass in this room over here is the only one that we should destroy before the boss fight to set our timer to 3 minutes.
This list. Neil had it at the party. Barton, Chavez, Redfield. It's got all our names on it. No, he sold TerraSave out.
Claire, I'm really sorry. Hey,
Look.
All right, I've isolated the best candidate.
Good work.
Now it's your turn to fulfill your end of... What did you...
Well, you wanted an Ouroboros sample, now you've got it. Lapdog.
You don't know shit about me.
I know you were Lansdale's puppet. When Veltro incited the Terra Grigia panic 7 years ago, the FBC was pulling the strings. The old man went down, but he was smart enough to pass the torch before he did.
You played me.
Because you're an idiot. You thought you could create a new terrorist threat to justify the FBC.
A monster like you could never understand.
Claire? Are you crying?
No. I'm just learning to see a little more clearly.
Equipping firebomb bottle here.
Neil? Neil!
I did what I thought was right.
It wasn't.
Get away from me! There's no bringing the FBC back. I failed Lansdale. Ouroboros, it's not death. It's
When the fight begins, run Moira to the top of the stairs, switch to Claire, then tell Moira to wait immediately.
To save people. It's in the goddamn name. You better hope someone saves you.
The idea behind this fight is to set Neil on fire as much as possible so that he gets too hot and his Ouroboros core exposes himself when he goes to cool himself off. This can mostly be achieved by making him destroy these fuel tanks. If he jumps, start dodging immediately. He generally tends to move straight for you, so use that to your advantage to set him on fire if he destroys one of the fuel tanks. After about 3 or 4 fuel tanks are destroyed, he will expose his core. If he doesn't expose the core after 4 tanks, then toss a firebomb bottle. I believe that just shooting him will also contribute to his heat gauge, but I wanted to be careful with bullet consumption here. There, that was 4 fuel tanks, so 1 firebomb bottle. So when he goes to cool himself off, we'll use crouch power with the Magnum and submachine gun. And then we're going to DPS the core as much as possible until his second phase starts. If done correctly and a sufficient amount of damage has been applied to the core, all you will have to do during phase 2 is DPS the main body with remaining firebombs. The phase 2 transformation phase is finished after he gains a big tentacle arm and resumes his movement animations. His kill event can't be triggered before his second animation phase is finished.
Follow me! Yeah, right!
His second phase transformation animation.
We have her now.
Switch to Moira during the next cutscene coming up, and have her pick up the gun in order to get the good ending path during Barry 4.
Thanks. I think.
Okay. Can you stand?
Oh, shit! Behind you! No! Neil! Where did we go wrong?
Not too late.
There! Holly! Don't die!
Oh my god! You're not supposed to be in here! How could you?
Dad's going! Most of it just went off!
Chief, go call an ambulance!
Moira! Found someone and dildo bomb!
Moira, you did it.
Claire. Don't scare me like that again.
I have what I need. Nothing will come between us now, my sweet. You and I will be good friends. We'll know each other inside and out.
All things considered, it was actually a pretty fun chapter.
Alex!
Alex Wesker. It can't be the same woman. Where's Moira? What have you done with her?
And the rest of them beneath a mountain of fear and despair.
You killed her.
There's one more to kill.
Barry, over there.
I'll kill you later. Come on, keep moving. Can you walk? It was Alex Wesker. She's responsible for the experiment 6 months ago. She took Moira away from me, and now I'll never get... And all for fucking what? I'm sorry.
It's okay. She said she was going to be reborn.
Reborn how? With a virus? Why did she need my little girl? Doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry. I can't remember anything else.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. It's my problem, not yours. Just take it easy.
Barry, are you okay?
Yeah, I was just thinking about how I used to go for walks like this with Moira and Polly.
Were you a good family?
We tried to be. Moira and I fought a lot. Even after she grew up.
Was it because she used bad words?
No. She just did that to tick me off. I'm the one that drove us apart. I messed up real bad as a father. She and Polly were playing in the house. I forgot to lock up my guns. And Moira, Polly had an accident.
Was it Moira's fault?
No. It was mine. But I raised my voice at her and I guess I never really got around to taking the blame. Polly survived, thank God. But not me and Moira. We started drifting apart.
I think she still loved you.
I appreciate you saying that. I'll tell you this much. I couldn't save her, but I'm gonna save you. I promise I'll get you off this island.
Thanks, Barry. It's okay. I can walk now.
All right, partner. Down you go. How are we gonna get back to the surface? We're not any safer down here. You okay?
Yeah, are you?
Whip spiders should be eliminated as soon as you see them. There's not much I could say about this section other than keep your wits about you, keep your distance from the rotten, and use audio cues to find the whip spiders. Occasionally I check behind just to see if there's a whip spider that I didn't hear. I'm not entirely sure it's worth it to use finishing moves against the rotten. In most cases, anyway. Oh, there we go. I heard that one right next to Natalia. I didn't want Natalia to get hit. For this glass over here, just chuck an explosive bottle. Trust me, an explosive bottle is more useful over here than anywhere else.
Is he?
Yeah. Leave him be.
Poor man. He died all alone.
Wait. This is Moira's.
Mom, Bobby, it's me. I think this is the end. I wanted to tell you I love you. Very. Daddy. I'm sorry, I was the bad daughter.
No. You're not the bad one.
Barry.
I'm here. Let's go. I am gonna wreck this island for what it did to her. Let's get out of here first. Stay close, okay?
I will.
Yeah, it was just a lot more useful to chuck that explosive bottle against the glass, because it would have been faster to do that to get it out of the way instead of, like, using Natalia to see where it is and shooting it with a magnum. So after this shutter here, we're going to switch to Natalia and have her slide down the ladder. If we jump off the ladder, then Natalia will take fall damage. So go down the ladder the normal way. Go down all ladders the normal way, actually.
A dead end. Looks like we can open the sluice from higher up.
After we climb the ladder, we can just run to the sluice valve over here. After 10 turns, the sluice gate will be permanently all the way up. And it's like this for every sluice gate.
Good work, Natalia. Keep it up. Natalia, see if you can get this open.
Got it!
Once we guide Barry to the second sluice gate, we gotta make sure that we shoot the fuel tank to kill a rotten that is laying there. If we don't blow up that fuel tank, then the rotten will attack Natalia when she goes to turn the valve. Once Natalia is done with sluice number 2, run over to the barricade.
Barry, shoot this thing in my way!
We'll switch back to Barry so that we can dispose of all the rotten before the next sluice gate. Make sure also to pick up the smoke powder here. It is absolutely imperative to do so. If you don't, then you will have some significant problems later. Some Rotten will actually wake up as Natalia gets closer to Sluice number 3, so watch out for them. The next enemy gauntlet before the next sluice has 3 Orthruses and a shit ton of Rotten. Just take it nice and easy against these guys. There's another alcohol over here. Just knife this guy while he's getting up. Hair splitter will do him in pretty fast. By shooting this fire extinguisher here, we can attack this glasp. If you don't have the achievement you get for knifing glasps, this is actually a prime place to get it. Before we control Natalia to open the sluice, we have to make sure we blow up this fuel tank and kill the Rotten next to it. Unfortunately, Natalia can't pick up any bricks to destroy this hourglass here, so the only way to destroy that hourglass is to chuck a much-needed explosive bottle. So, it's just absolutely not worth it.
Barry, shoot this thing in my way!
A Rotten over here will wake up as soon as Barry shoots the barricade.
Got it!
But he's dumber than a box of rocks. After sluice number 4, we will kill this Rotten and then have Natalia go push a fuel tank for Barry to shoot and kill multiple enemies at once, including a grasp. Getting my R's and my L's mixed up over here. Oh hey, there's a brick right there. Maybe I could have gone back and chucked it. I don't know. Nah, it wouldn't have been worth the time. Yeah, it's the only angle we can push that from. After this, we will have Natalia climb down this ladder and through a hole, then wait for Barry to kill all the enemies in the room outside before turning the final valve. Running forward to aggro the glasp. There's 2 here, but one will get stuck if you do what I do here. Before Natalia turns the final valve, we can just shoot these dudes in the head. The other glasp is stuck on the stairs, so there's no need to worry about it.
Still in one piece?
Duh, I'm a sluice master.
After breaking this box, we don't have to worry about anything else in here. We can just move straight to the shutter. No need to worry about the glass. Once we get outside here, we can mix up a smokescreen bottle.
Okay, we're out. Now to pick up Wesker's trail. You don't have to come with me for this.
I'm staying with you. I want to know the truth as much as you do. Stay there.
Gotcha.
Just doing this to shoot that orange hourglass as late as possible.
Follow me.
Right.
Once upon a time, this must have been some kind of mine.
This area is huge and we have to do it very methodically.
Harry, I think I remember something. I think that woman used to be down there somewhere.
Okay. Let's head down and look for a way across. The old sack is gonna pay for what she did to Moira. I'm not leaving this island until she does.
There's a few supplies in these lockers over here. After we ransack the place, we're going to have Natalia wait. The smoke powder here in this locker is very, very, very important.
Just stay there.
Okay.
This Revenant's weak spot over here is its head.
Follow me!
Of course, I had to do it dumb and aggro it.
Follow me.
Right.
But that's okay. Barry's Magnum is pretty OD.
The only way up is that elevator.
Follow me!
I'm sorry.
What was that?
There's another alcohol in this locker over here. We have to wait for Natalia to get within 30 meters
Follow
before
me.
we turn on the generator.
I can't just leave Natalia.
Once we turn on the generator, we run into this warehouse over here.
Must have been the power switch for the conveyor belt. Just stay there.
Okay.
Good God, what a mess. We could probably use this power source.
Equip the smoke bomb bottle. And when the Drogo over here pops out, toss it. While there's smoke, the Drogo will not aggro towards you, and you can run behind it and backstab it whenever the Q pops up. So yeah, you kick it over, you knife it, and then you kick it over again. Smoke bomb bottles are basically the best way to deal with these guys.
Follow me!
I'll throw my back out if I try to lug this thing all the way to the elevator.
But yeah, smoke bomb bottles. They are SOP against Drogas, so please save smoke bomb bottles for them instead of using them on Glasps. At least in the case of countdown mode.
Just stay there.
Okay.
2 Revenants are patrolling here now, and we can silently take them out while we wait for the crate. I like to take out the one on the right first because the patrol route of the one on the left is a little bit longer.
Follow me!
After we drop the crate here to power these levers, we have to send Natalia through this hole to pull
Follow
both
me.
levers.
I'm sorry.
make sure to pick up the bottle.
Follow me.
I can't.
Lunk alarm. We're at Planet Fitness. Barry just sounded the lunk alarm with all that grunting, carrying the mesh crate.
Just stay there.
I'm sorry.
Just stay there.
I can't.
Just stay there.
I'm sorry.
Just stay there.
Okay.
I tried to stealth kill this Revenant, but he aggroed, so now we gotta look for his weak spot, which is on his right leg.
Follow me.
Right.
Man, maybe I should have been calling this the companion cube the whole time, because that's basically what this thing is.
Just stay there.
Okay.
This is definitely the single
Follow
most
me.
tedious chapter in the game.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Gotta have Natalia wait so that we don't, like, accidentally drop any crates on top of her. Switching over to Natalia because she's already on the ground.
Come with me.
Coming.
The Revenant on the elevator here has its weak spot in its right leg. Please get on the elevator, Natalia.
Follow me.
Right.
Oh, come on. Not now. Damn it.
Just stay there.
The Revenant in the back has its weak spot in its head. And the second Revenant has its weak spot in its right leg. As I needed to find out. Probably remember that it was one of the legs anyway. Gotta equip a smoke bottle before moving the crate, also, because we're about to deal with another Droga in a second. When the camera locks onto the Droga, toss a smoke bottle and go for the stealth kill. Having the smoke bottle up will protect you from getting targeted by the slinger that appears here also, and you can kill it with the magnum or rifle. The last revenant here can be disposed of with a firebomb bottle.
Follow me!
That's it. Chapter's done. God damn it, Barry, you're gonna get kicked out of Planet Fatness. Stop it.
What now?
Let's keep at it. We'll have that old bitch cornered soon.
It shouldn't be like this. I wasn't afraid as I watched my hair turn gray and the flesh sag from my bones. But why aren't you changing? A failure like you. I'll crush you with my bare hands.
You're perfect. Six months from now, you're going to awaken as me. And the world is going to be very afraid. So good night, my darling. Sleep well. All this time wasted. My whole life has been a prelude to this. My true birth.
Time to meet the cause of our misery.
What is this place?
Doesn't matter. Let's find the Overseer.
This entire chapter is pretty much a gigantic cutscene.
Alright, we're through. Let's hurry. We meet at last.
You came all this way just to say goodbye? Oh, I'm touched. It's already done. I've conquered fear and earned the right to become a god.
Come out from behind that glass so I can choke a god.
All that remains is one final test. One last threshold to cross.
Is she even listening to us?
My brother's escape was death. And soon, it will be mine as well. I will share in his fate, and then I will surpass him.
What are you trying to do?
Escape.
Just like that.
Warning. Confidentiality protocols initiated. Self-destruct sequence of the facility's upper spire will begin immediately. If you are currently situated in an affected area, please remain calm.
We need to get out of here! And let all the answers die with her? Fine. Back to the elevator! Hurry!
If you pay attention to the Overseer's wristband, you can actually see it blinking red after she kills herself. There's a nice subtle touch.
Holy fuck! There's a passage down below. Find another route.
The only enemies in this chapter are Glasps, all of which we're going to kill with explosive bottles or smokescreen bottles. Just knife this open.
You're right. I can't see it, but there's something in here with us.
So when
What else is hiding in here? Just keep your eyes peeled and go!
So when you see that first box moving, toss an explosive bottle and kill the Glasp. And when the screen gets kind of blurry here, toss another explosive bottle.
Are you kidding? Nice fucking emergency exit. Well, I made it this far. We can't let her win.
Careful with this ledge over here. You have to fall off of it at an angle so that you don't plummet to your death. There's one more smokescreen bottle next to the mesh cube. We need as many bottles as we can get.
Hurry! I swear to God, I'm gonna survive the fuck out of this!
Hoist Moira up and have her break these bars over here.
Hang tight! I'll figure something out!
Wait for the plank to fall all the way down before jumping. If you don't, then Claire will clip right through it and die. So wait for the animation to finish, like that. Then it will become solid ground that you can walk over. After this hourglass, you have no choice but to take fall damage here because the ladder topples. The next ladder, however, can be climbed down normally. Glass number 1 over here. As soon as the screen gets a little blurry, we can toss an explosive bottle and kill it. But glass number 2, once we jump over here, is going to be at an awkward angle, so we got to throw a smoke screen bottle and hit it with a magnum. And that's it. There's no more hazards in this chapter.
No! Don't you fucking dare! Moira! Oh, come on! I'm getting you out of there! Go! Claire! Save yourself! Oh.
It's okay. Don't look back.
Claire, open your eyes. Claire, wake up!
Claire.
Barry.
What happened to Moira? Was Moira with you?
Barry. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. I tried to save her. I should have.
No. Moira. Why, baby? Moira. Natalia? Are you okay? Hey, what happened? Natalia, sweetie, where's Wesker?
She went somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Well, what matters is that you're safe. Wherever she went, we could still catch her.
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I just got the wind knocked out of me. You know where Wesker went?
I think she's on the other side of the mountain.
All right. Then we better double back up the cliff.
That's a big sluice.
They use it to control the water flow.
What's that over there?
That building might be a way up. Let's start heading in that direction.
We gotta collect as many explosive and firebomb bottles as possible before the end of the chapter so that we can have max DPS against the final boss. All the revenants that are sleeping that will become active can be killed with headshots. I like to snipe that hourglass while I wait for Natalia to jump.
This thing is huge.
It's like one of those cranes into the road. We'll have to climb up the crane.
It's a long way down.
When Natalia climbs up, just have her flick the ladder and send Barry across. Then send Natalia over to the last lever, the number 3 lever. Then we're gonna have Barry climb up and run across this bridge to grab this explosive bottle. It's really, really easy to miss this explosive bottle.
Ready to collapse, but I think we can still cross.
When Natalia pulls the lever to send the crane across with Barry, have Barry kick down the ladder. Then send Barry over to the last lever, and last lever, excuse me. Then switch to Natalia and have her sit on the bridge.
Wow, we're really high up.
That's right. Top of the world.
When Barry pulls the lever, shoot the hourglass and stand there. Here. By standing here, whip spiders will not spawn.
Gonna make it?
I'm trying.
And after Natalia kicks down the ladder, we can just climb up with Barry. All we gotta do after that is just bash this window, climb over, and run to the shutter. Make sure you grab the smoke powder in the area coming up. Also make sure you save the following orange hourglass for just before we hit the elevator button to go down.
This must be the way into the mine.
Barry, there's a facility down below. I think that's where we'll find her.
Is your memory coming back?
It's hard to describe. I don't remember this place, but it feels like I've been here.
Well, it's okay. These things take time. Don't push yourself. Half a year of chasing scraps. I won't stop until I have all the answers. Going down.
It's coming from the bracelet.
The past will catch up with you, false one. And that is when you will die.
That's the she-Wesker, all right. Don't you worry. Together, we're stronger than her.
Grab the rifle bullets in the room to the left over here. We need them for slingers and revenants later. Every static rifle pickup and magnum pickup is a must.
Gas. You'd better stay here, sweetie.
No way, I'm going with you.
Are you sure you're up to it? All right. Hold your breath as long as you can. You don't want this crap in your lungs.
Okay.
When poison reaches max, you'll lose HP until you die, but if you go fast enough, you won't take any damage. Standing this far away will allow us to shoot the Rotten with long-range AK headshots to kill them. It's worth noting that if a Rotten takes 3 shots to die, the 3rd shot can be anywhere on its body, as long as you shot it in the head at least twice. Also, as long as the player-controlled character gets out of the gas first, both characters will catch their breath. At least that's how it is in single-player mode. We got a crawler coming up here, so we're just gonna stab him on the ground. We can use crouch power to get rid of this Rotten over here. Well-placed headshots will get rid of the rest of these guys.
It just goes down and down.
That's where she is.
Let's look for a way down.
There's static magnum ammo in this crate. I think it's always 2 bullets. We're gonna equip the rifle here and have Natalia wait. This first Revenant's weak spot is its left thigh. We shoot it to expose the weak spot, then wait for it to come up the ledge, and then finish the job. Afterwards, we're going to kill the slinger, also with the sniper rifle.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Once the slinger is dead, we're going to tell Natalia to wait and then push the crate. Then position Barry back to the door and switch Natalia and have Barry wait by the door.
Just stay there.
Stay there!
Gotcha.
Then we can have Natalia go through this hole and open the gate. As soon as Natalia opens the gate, I think she has to at least unlock the gate. I don't know if she actually has to full-on open it or not. This Revenant will wake up, and then we want Barry to warp both characters out of the door. I exit and re-enter here to break the
Okay.
I exit and re-enter here to break the aggro of the Revenant so that I can go back in and snipe its weak spot while it's unaware. And this Revenant's weak spot is its head, but as you can see, it's a bit of a weird angle here. So we gotta be nice and slow here. There we go, it's done. It doesn't seem like this other Revenant is going to wake up unless we deliberately hit it. I think that one wakes up in the main game. There's 2 more rifle rounds in the corner of this room before grabbing the card key.
Let's hang on to this key. Never know when we might run into a lock. That's a ventilation system. If we can get it working, it might clear out the gas for us.
In this area, there's a shit ton of rotten, but we can snipe all of them with the assault rifle, except for 2 of them. None of them aggro on sound, they all aggro on damage whenever you shoot them, so just eliminate them one at a time. Well, that guy's just being a prick. Just doing a double check to see if there's any more that I can snipe from here. I tried to hit the last one over here, but I couldn't find his head or anything like that. Once we drop down, this other one is going to come around the corner. We got to shoot him in the head. After we kill this rotten, we got to make sure that we grab this empty bottle in this room over here. There's going to be 2 more Magnum rounds at the end of this tunnel. After we grab them, we're going to equip the rifle and get ready to shoot another Revenant when we push the minecart. This Revenant's weakness is in its right thigh. Pushing the minecart 3 times is sufficient enough to pass. Next, we climb this platform here and replace the handgun with the extra Magnum. It's extra Magnum rounds that can be used against Revenants and Glasps. There's no more rotten to worry about once we get into the game's final area, so we'll just use the assault rifle to mop up all the remaining rotten. Before we proceed through these double doors here, there's some more rifle ammo and some more assault rifle ammo. Gotta catch them all.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
Okay.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Have Natalia wait at the start of the area so that we can use her to warp Barry out of this area when he goes to pull the lever. Use the rifle to get rid of the 2 slingers. The Drogo will move too slowly to catch up to you. Once the Drogo gets to the junction and moves a few steps towards you, run to the circle to get to the switch. Just gonna take a minute here. So there he is. I'm gonna wait for him to move a few more steps, and then just run the circle. This Durgo will be way too slow to catch up, so we save a smokescreen bottle by just straight up avoiding him and just pulling the lever. When we switch back to Natalia, have her call Barry and warp out when he's less than 30 meters away. This Revenant spawns after we pull that lever, and his weak spot is his head. We can cheese a couple of these rotten from behind the bars with our assault rifle, and when we can no longer shoot them, we open the gate and mop up the rest of them. But not before catching our breath. I almost took damage there. These are the last rotten that we encounter in the game, by the way.
It worked. We can get through now. Why does Wesker have it in for you?
I don't know. I only talked to her for a little while before I got really sleepy.
And I guess the answers will have to come from her. Ugh. That's one nasty bowl of soup.
Record located. Access granted.
Natalia, how did you...
I don't know.
You've talked enough, old woman.
Barry!
Nice place to set up house.
It's like a movie. I wish I could live here.
Speak for yourself. I've had my fill of mansions.
As long as we stick to the left side of the hallway and crouch walk when we get around the corner, we can stealth kill this Revenant really easily. Immediately after, I creep around the corner here to shoot the Revenant in the left foot twice, since that's where its weak spot is. You might have noticed a second ago, I didn't shoot the orange hourglass. If I did, it would have reset my timer from 4 minutes to 3, and it would have fucked me up, so... that's why I didn't bother. But if you're under 3 minutes, then by all means shoot the hourglass.
It's those things. Alex created them. All of them.
All the Revenants in this whole area are avoidable as long as we don't break the glass. Gotta grab the smoke powder off the shelf, though. We do need that. After getting security keycard level 1, equip a smoke screen for the Glasp coming up. We'll just toss the smoke screen, hit it with a magnum, bang bang skid skid. Then we'll run directly to the level 1 door. There's no reason to bother with the other room there. There's nothing worthwhile, and you'll just wind up fighting a bunch of Revenant that you don't need to fight. After breaking the hourglass, we're going to grab the smoke powder, then switch to Natalia. Have Natalia open the cadaver store while avoiding the one that has a Revenant inside.
Follow me.
Right.
I think depending on which one has the Revenant, you might be able to tell which one has the key inside. Because I seem to notice that if the Revenant is in cadaver store 4, then the key would be in like store 2. So yeah, switch to Natalia here and have her warp Barry through the door while avoiding the Glasp.
Gotcha.
Natalia can see Glasps. Barry can't. Behind the emblem door here, there's some more rifle shells. That's the only worthwhile pickup here, I think, although there might be some more things for you to make more bottles with. I haven't really routed that far. We're going to crouch walk here and stealth kill the Revenant next. And we're going to run all the way across this hallway. Whee! Rounding the corner over here, there's 1, sometimes 2 Magnum rounds, but it's a static drop. Once we grab the level 2 keycard, another Revenant will pop out of this vent. He's really easy to kill though. Just retreat to the previous room and shoot him through the bars. His weak point is his right thigh. He'll never be able to hit us back there. We got a big siege section coming up, and in order to get there, the last emblem door is here.
You must be exhausted, Natalia. Need a break?
I'm okay, Barry. Thanks anyway.
Mix 2 smokescreen bottles. One is going to be for a Durga, the other is going to be for a Glasp. After that, mix up all the firebombs and explosives you can. Before we trigger the elevator, or trigger the siege by calling the elevator, we want to get all the crates and kill the Revenants in the stasis tubes in the corner. Some free firebomb bottle over here. Sometimes that's ammo, and lucky us it is. Assault rifle ammo. Sometimes it's like rifle ammo too. Now we gotta get rid of these Revenant over here. Revenant number 1, target left foot. Revenant number 2, target right thigh.
Just stay there.
Okay.
Revenant number 3, target left foot. Empty bottle and more rifle ammo. Now we gotta equip the rifle and pull the lever and get ready to shoot this slinger. switch to Natalia for a moment to check the position of the Glasp. Gotta wait for these two Revenants to come out of here. Revenant number 1, left foot. Revenant number 2, right thigh.
Just a little longer. Hang in there.
Before the next wave of enemies is triggered, we had to kill that Glasp. We could take our time with that one. I ducked to the left here to get a vantage point on Slinger number 2. Natalia is saying a Glasp is nearby, so I had to toss a smokescreen bottle in order to be able to see it and shoot it. What an awkwardly placed Glasp. That final Revenant there, its weak spot was on its head. We gotta wait for this Durga to hit the ground so that it'll aggro towards us. Then we can toss a smokescreen to de-aggro it. Afterwards, we can rush it, backstab it, slash the core a bunch. And I tried to hit it again, but it suffered hit stun, which I think wound up aggroing it. Of course, this motherfucker decides to aggro, so I had to finish him the old-fashioned way.
Follow me!
Natalia won't fucking listen.
Just stay there!
Gotta try to lure him around. Seems to be targeting Barry specifically, though, so it's not too bad. Still really obnoxious that I just wasn't able to backstab it to death.
Follow me.
Right. Threat eliminated. Unlocking all doors.
That was really, really obnoxious.
All right, get in.
Now we can proceed to the final fight.
This song.
You know it?
I know it.
Why, Alex? What have you got against her? you didn't.
I understand how you felt now, Albert. It's not enough to live. I want to transcend.
Holy fuck.
You can't have her, she Wesker!
When the fight starts, switch to Natalia and check the vents for where Wesker is. You can see a red cloud wherever she's going to be. Depending on where Wesker is, we're going to try to position Natalia in such a way that Wesker will be forced to slow down by climbing. In this case, Wesker was in a vent on the left side of the room, and we're going to have Natalia go wait in this position over here.
Just stay there!
Next, we're going to pick up the rest of the supplies around the level and mix up one more firebomb bottle. Also, let's not destroy any orange hourglasses. There's magnum rounds next to this one, though. When Wesker comes out of the vent, toss a firebomb, then 2 exploding bottles. When she says, Natalia, you will die, that is when she will begin moving towards Natalia. After this, we want to stagger our firebomb bottles and shoot her exposed core. When Wesker begins climbing towards Natalia at this ledge over here, we're going to switch over to her and reunite her with Barry. When they're back together, we can resume damaging Wesker. If it looks like Natalia is about to get hit, switch to her immediately and dodge backwards. When she's flinching like that, I think if you hit her with a magnum round, she'll fly backwards. The best ending in this game is super hype, by the way.
Moira!
You did all this for me?
Yeah. Sorry it took half a year. Fucking technology.
Fuck it right up the ass.
Here!
Come on!
Oversee this, bitch.
Fuck yeah!
Moira, I'm so sorry. You were in trouble.
And you came back with a chopper and a sniper rifle, and that's fucking awesome, so shut up!
Let me take care of this.
Are you sure you don't need me, Barry? I mean, Dad.
I'll always need you. But for now, I have this.
I'll cover you from the chopper!
Just look at her.
Come at me, Wesker!
Barry! Bring her closer! I'll try to pick her up!
I'm putting you and your goddamn family in the ground!
Stay away from her, Barry! I'll cover you!
Roger that! Don't miss! Don't worry, sweetie. I'm not gonna leave you.
Don't die on me, Dad! We've got a lot of catching up to do!
Tell me about it!
Look, Moira. I know I should have let you have your space.
It's okay. I gave you plenty of reasons to worry.
You held your own out there, Moira.
Of course she did. She's a fucking Burton. Anyway, let's let these guys come in and clean up.
So, what are you gonna do now, Barry?
I'm gonna go back to being a father.
You can get an S rank on accuracy and retries, and still get an overall S rank with an A rank clear time. Thank you everyone for watching. I got no idea when I'm going to be coming back to this game, but when I do, I want to do a collectibles video, and I'm thinking a no escape difficulty video. Not sure yet, but this should do pretty good for Revelations 2 for now. Appreciate y'all watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also check out my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/carcinogensda. That is where I record all of these runs, the commentary, and so on and so forth, in front of a live studio audience. If you would wish to support my Bad Challenge Run habit, you could do so on Patreon at patreon.com/carcinogensda. I'm in the process of reworking all of my perks and whatnot at the time of this video. So for now, it's just kind of a glorified tip jar. Do what you will with that information. Also, please be sure to join my Discord server at discord.gg/carcinogensda. Got ourselves a little bit of a community over there. You know, it's also where I post going live notifications whenever there's a stream, so do go check it out. Once again, thank you all for watching, and see you guys next video. Later.
So, he's in China now?
However, at this time, we are unable to find any connections to the wide-scale terror attacks that occurred.
Well, tell Pierce to look after him.
As well as the tragedy that befell the city of Tall Oaks earlier this week. Authorities are struggling to stem the panic that has taken hold of China. The UN anti-terrorism...
Dad, would you get your ass in gear? Claire will be here any minute.
Late last night, one of the BSA...
Well, excuse me. Hey, Polly, you see my jacket over there?
Natalia, are you upstairs? Come on down and get ready.
A cage went in search of a bird, but now the bird is gone. The bird has changed.